I was a little boy, we used to celebrate Kwanzaa at my Aunt Arlene's house. And Kwanzaa is a really fun, exciting, and important holiday. What is Kwanzaa, you may ask? Well, Kwanzaa is a holiday that is celebrated primarily in the United States from December 26th until January the 1st. There are 7 days of Kwanzaa, and each day has a really important value that we think about each day, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Kwanzaa is a cultural holiday. It is not a religious holiday. It is celebrated. Anybody can celebrate it. Everybody should celebrate it. However, Kwanzaa is celebrated generally by Black Americans, the descendants of slaves, and African Americans, people who directly came from Africa who want to celebrate with Black Americans in celebration of our common ancestry. The name Kwanzaa comes from the Swahili phrase matunda ya Kwanzaa, which translates to fresh fruits. And the holiday is based on traditional African harvest festivals. When did Kwanzaa get created? How long have we been celebrating it? Kwanzaa is a very modern holiday. It was created in 1966 by a university professor at California State University. His name was Maulana Karenga. So what makes Kwanzaa really special for me personally is that Kwanzaa can be celebrated by people of any and all faiths. It can be celebrated by Jewish Black people like myself. It can be celebrated by Christian Black people. It can be celebrated by Muslim Black people, Buddhist, all of the religions. And the focus is not a religious or faith focus, but of cultural heritage and cultural pride. So why was Kwanzaa created? Kwanzaa was created during the height of the civil rights movement in response to the social and political climate. 1966 was a hugely important period where there were horrible murders of Black people, and Black people were fighting for our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Basically, equal rights. So Kwanzaa honors cultural revolution and radical social change, which I think makes Kwanzaa really important for right now when the Black Lives Matter movement is most important. Kwanzaa celebrates 7 days, and what's really cool is that Kwanzaa has a lot of commonalities with Chanukah. There are 7 days, and there are 7 principles. And those principles help people of African descent focus on ways to reinvigorate pride and celebrate African culture by acknowledging our connection to African cultures and traditions. So I'll go over the 7. There is Umoja, which is unity. Kujichagulia, which is self-determination. Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. The 4th is Ujama, which is cooperative economics. Nia is purpose. 6th is Kumba, creativity. 7th is Imani, faith. I'm a man of faith, so I definitely connect with that one. And there are symbols of Kwanzaa, which, again, really relate to Chanukah. So Chanukah may have 8 important nights, but Kwanzaa has 7, very similar. In fact, one of the symbols of Kwanzaa is a kinara. A kinara is right here. This is a candle holder with places for 7 candles that represent parents. So In these candle holders here, there are traditionally 7 candles. So there are 3 which would be red candles, and these 3 represent the struggle, which makes sense when you think about blood. These would be green candles, which represent the future, like the environment. And this one would be the black candle, to represent the pride of glorious and proud and magnificent black people. Another symbol is this one right here. Vibunzi, an ear of corn representing each child in the family. And right here, this is a bowl of fruits, which is mazao. And it's a bowl of fruits and vegetables to represent the harvest. And there's also, I don't have it with me right now, a kiddush, well, it's not a kiddush cup, it's a unity cup. And that's called kikombe chai umoja, which is used to pour libation, or a drink typically poured as an offering to a spirit in memory of a loved one who has died. Reminds me of the yahrzeit candle we have in Judaism. And there's a traditional song that we sing, and I'm going to teach it to you all. The song is called Funga Alafia. And what does that mean? Well, in the United States, the colloquial meaning of Funga Alafia is we welcome you. But let's dive a little bit deeper. Where on earth does this language come from? This is Yoruba. And Yoruba is a language spoken by the Yoruba people, which is mostly in Western Africa. So that would be countries such as Nigeria, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Senegal, and many others that are on the western side of the continent of Africa. So Funga Alafia is a dance that is done to welcome people, to celebrate people in good times. Reminds me of the Jewish song, Hine matovu manayim shevet kulanu gam yachad. Kulan, shevet kulanu yachad. Yeah, shevet kulanu yachad. That makes more sense, yes. And Funga, it directly means welcome, and alafia means good health or peace. So colloquially together, it's like welcome, peace be unto you, shalom aleichem. And it's a call and response. And I'm going to teach it. The first part sounds like this. The one person would call, Funga Alafia. And then the response would be, Ashe, Ashe. And then the caller would say, Funga Alafia. The response would be, Ashe, Ashe. So I'm going to do it real quick. Funga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. 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 So now you know all about the song Funga Alafia. It's a very percussive, rhythmic song. I was trying to do beats 2 and 4, but it was really challenging, so I switched to beats 1 and 3. I'm working on it. And I hope you all have learned a little bit about Kwanzaa. You know, I feel that Chanukah, everybody wants it to be the celebration of a miracle, 8 nights of the oil lasting. I've heard the stories. I really feel like Chanukah is actually about the ancient Hebrews saying, We are not going to be ruled by anybody. We are not going to be told who we are and what we can believe. We are who we are, and we're going to stand up and fight for that. And that is what happened in the story of Chanukah. Judah Maccabee fought the Greeks to set them free. And that is the story. That is the story of the Black American people. So I feel like Kwanzaa and Chanukah is just so related. And I hope you've enjoyed 10 Minutes of Torah.